Hi guys, this is Julia Rosenthal Composite with my background, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I just wanted to show you how I would fix this skin, which is a little bit cold, and her dress is also a little bit pinkish, and there is nothing wrong with pinkish dress. It's just my personal taste, and I would like it better if it matches the color of the flowers. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this layer by dragging it here, and I'm going to select the girl, grab my quick selection tool and go around, and I'm going to just select her. Looks pretty good. And I selected the flower too, so I'm going to hold my option key. I'm with Mac, option for Mac, I think out for PC, and I'm going to have it like this. Then I'm going to go and click on the layer mask, and I have her on separate layer. Not great, but you know, that's I grabbed from internet. So I now if I put some adjustments on her, I can clip them to the top layer and work only on her. I'm going to grab an adjustment layer here, which is curves, and there are many ways to do skin. Okay, and I'm going to go and grab the blue channel because there is no yellow channel. The opposite of the blue is yellow, so instead of adding blue, I'm going to remove blue and add yellow. Now I added it over the entire background, and I can clip it in a few different ways, but I can clip it by clicking here or right click and create clipping mask. Now when I adjust something, it's going to be only over her since the layer is clipped on her. And here is the difference. It's not a big deal of a difference, but it matches the color better. Now her dress is a little bit pink. Let me just put this property, oops, sorry about that, here so it doesn't bother me. I probably have to stretch it. This is brand new computer. Okay, that works here. Now her dress looks a little bit pinkish, and if it matches the color of the flower, would have been nicer to me. But there is nothing wrong with it. Okay, so I'm going to go and adjust hue saturation, and I can sample the color here if I want to. I see the color, but if you don't see it, because seeing it takes time to develop, and I grab that tool and I click here, and this is supposed to be red, and it is red, and because I like that red to be a little bit yellowish, I can shift it both sides. I can make it more yellow on this side or more red on this side. So I'm going to make it more yellow on this side, and now I have to clip that thing to the layer of the baby. Let me clip it different way by clicking here. So it's just only her. And if her face became too much yellow, then you can click on the layer mask, switch the colors by going to D for default colors or clicking here and switch the color with black. So when you're with black, you're going to subtract from the adjustments. Oops, sorry. I didn't know I'm not with the brush. Here is go with the brush. Make sure you're with black. 100% opacity, 100% flow. Oops, what's wrong with me? And here we go. Before and after. The dress is a little bit yellow as I like it. You know, I kinda like it. And she's warmer. I think I can add a little bit warm more. Let's go back to the blue channel and pull that thing a little bit more. Not really sure that computer. Okay, that looks good. Now on this one in particular, I would have fixed that hard edge here or the dress, but I'm just working on overall child here, not on the composite. So now I'm going to do a little bit dodge and burn, but a little bit. I never do too much. I mean, sometimes I do, but let's go to levels. I don't know, I like levels. And I'm going to go and make her brighter here and call this dodge. And I'm not the teacher who will teach you dodge and burn, okay? Command I to invert this one. Image adjustments, invert, so it become invisible. I'm going to do another levels adjustment layer for dodge, for burn, and make it lighter, darker, and you can see the color gets a little bit off, so I'm going to put that thing in luminosity. Here we go, so it doesn't shift the colors too much. And I'm going to invert. Command I is the shortcut, so I'm going to go and dodge a little bit. Let me get her close. Not that much dodging, okay? B for my brush, making sure I'm on 10%. Actually, I usually click on 1 for 10% when I'm on the brush. Okay, 100%. Let me make it smaller. This is just a little bit. It has nothing to do with dodge and burn that people do. Let me go 20% by clicking on 2 when I'm on a brush. If you're not in a brush, on the brush, and click on 2, it's going to become, it doesn't do, oh, I'm with black ops X to switch the colors. It doesn't do anything. Of course. Okay, very, very little. I don't do much, okay? But it kind of gives me, and here is the difference. Yeah, make sure you're with white brush over there. Let me make her lips a little bit more pronounced. She has some spot here, which I would fix probably, but not now. Now I'm going to go to levels when I make her darker and make certain parts darker, like around the thing. So let's go, I'm 20% opacity, and I'm going to reveal the change by darken it here and there. Not much, again. I'm doing it wrong. I'm sure for the people who do a lot of dodge and burn, that's not the proper way to do it. So I'm going to burn here a little bit because I want to burn that would have had a little bit of shadow. And see, now I'm adjusting the other thing too. So I'm going to clip both of the layers to the image so I don't go over the leaf. Right click and create clipping mask. So here we go. That should have been burned. Okay, and I'm burning here and there. Then I'm going to burn here a little bit because this is too, let me go for 40%. She would have had shadows here, so I'm not doing shadows, but I'm just burning a little bit. Then I am going to do an adjustment, just a simple layer. I'm going to put it on overlay blending mode. I'm going to work on the dress. B for my brush, and making sure I am with the default colors. D for the default colors, or you have to click here. X to switch the colors, or you have to click here. I'm going to do, let me go burn first with the black. Oops, 40%. I have to be somewhere around 10. 15 is fine. So I'm going to just have some wrinkles more pronounced on her dress. I'm doing it very sloppy. If you want to do great dodge and burn, you have to do it really low opacity, really close, really exactly on point. I'm doing it extremely sloppy, and when you do it sloppy, you have to be careful because it may look like dirt. I'm pretty up. That is not. See, when I do that, it affects the flower, so I have to clip it to the baby. Here we go. So it's kind of super extra sloppy, and this is not the way you do shadows, but I have to erase a little bit of this. E for evil tool and low opacity. E is for eraser. I call it evil. And that looks good. I can B for my tool again, for my brush again, B, make it smaller, and I can do some dodge now by painting with white color. 1 is for 10% opacity when I'm on the brush, and X to switch the color, so I'm with white, and I'm just going to do very sloppy, don't make the brush too burning. I don't burn on the face this way. Oh, that was not good. And pretty much that's it. And if I can show you before and after. Oh, I can add some reds on her cheeks. Let me show you how I will do that. I'm going to go solid color, and I'm going to go somewhere on the reds. I'm going to change that, which color exactly. Then I'm going to Command I or image adjustment, invert the mask so I can paint. So I'm going to paint on her lips a little bit. Oh, I have to change this one to soft color. Soft light, sorry, soft light. And let me go close. Let me paint on her lips a little bit. 10% opacity is good. And if it doesn't look good, go and change it. Looks a little dark. And if I double click here, if I go lighter, here, that's perfect. Let me do, here is before and after, very little, very subtle. I can do a little bit more. Very subtle. Here we go, looks good. You can try the same for the cheeks. I'm afraid this is going to be too, I'm just going to make a new one. Solid color, going to somewhere here, changing it to soft light, and Command I, image. That's what makes me take so much time. I use shortcuts. I'm 10% opacity and tap a few times on the lips, on the cheeks, and that looks good. That's not looking good. I have to reduce the opacity. The cheeks looks too. Do you think I need more of warm up her skin? Probably a little bit more. This is the hue saturation. Wherever I change her dress a little bit, instead of erasing it, I may paint a little bit with white in low opacity. B for my brush again, and making it bigger. And I'm just going to add some of the yellow shift to her. And if you don't like it, don't do it, okay? So 10% opacity. Here we go. And I think that looks good. Let me make stamp visible layer, Command Shift Option E, and turn off the other layers to show you the difference before and after. Before and after. Okay, and if you think that's too yellow or something is not working, if you, let's say the background is way too yellowish, you can just remove the yellow by adding an adjustment layer, hue saturation, grab the yellow, and remove some of the yellows on the background like this, and paint it out. X to switch the color, 100% opacity of the brush, so she's warm again, more warm, I don't know. And again, different monitors see it different way, but that looks perfect to me. Here it is, before and after. And that's it. Thank you very much.